Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Combat Corner. My name is Rudy Rodriguez Shomad. If you haven't done so yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts. I appreciate y'all jumping on board with me today. I want to look at a video that I saw that had to do with the Islam Makhachev Ilia Topuria fight that's seemingly never going to happen unless Ilia Topuria moves up to 170 to fight Makhachev because Makhachev has decided to vacate the belt, as you all know by now. And Topuria is going to face Charles Oliveira for the belt at International Fight Week. But the fight we all wanted to see was the Islam Makhachev Ilia Topuria fight. Now, Makhachev decided he didn't want that fight. For whatever reason, he did not want that fight. Why that is, we can only speculate. I know what I think. I know what people I've talked to think. I know what seems to be the reality because Makhachev had no problems whatsoever taking on Alexander Volkanovski twice. He had no issues with that first fight, a fight that a lot of us thought he lost. He won the second one clearly, obviously, with finishing Volkanovski. However, that was a fight that Volk took on like 11 days notice. However, this situation is a little bit different. Topuria wanted to move up to face him at 55. He even vacated his title at 45 so as to not hold up the division, which means he's making a real move to jump up to 55, not a move to jump to 55 to jump back to 45. Otherwise, you're not vacating the belt. Now, here is the problem, and here is the issue. Makhachev wants to fight for a title at 170. He wasn't going to move up to 70 to face Bilal Muhammad had Bilal Muhammad won. But because Jack Della Maddalena won, now he wants to jump up to 55. Or whatever, to 70. And I'll be real. Having seen the way Jack Della Maddalena held off Bilal Muhammad, I don't see how Makhachev can do a whole lot better. Some people may disagree with me. I think Jack Della Maddalena beats him. I thought Muhammad would beat Jack Della Maddalena, but I was wrong. And the fact that Bilal Muhammad couldn't take him down was pretty eye-opening. And Della Maddalena hits hard, man. He hits hard. He packs a punch. He packs some power. And now the issue is, why don't you want to face Topuria? Topuria hits like thunder. He hits hard. He's able to stay on his feet, incredibly strong. People I've spoken to flat out have said Islam Makhachev is scared of Topuria. Flat out said it. People I've talked to who are in the know, in the business, they have flat out said Makhachev is scared of Topuria. And this is a video that was a fellow fighter who's made some comments, and I'm going to play it for you. This is Cory Sandhagen, who made some comments about this potential fight that we are never going to see because he doesn't want to he doesn't want that smoke. So take a look at this from what Cory Sandhagen had to say here. Sorry about that. So let's take a look at this. As you see here at the image, Islam can't hurt him, says Cory Sandhagen. And let's listen to the audio.
I think Ilia would win that fight.
Let me get your breakdown of that fight.
I'm going to actually go against, I think, what most people say. And I honestly think Ilia would win that fight. I think his stature is going to be hard to take down for Islam. And I think if those two are standing, I just think that Ilia is a way, way dangerous guy standing. And I just can't really see Islam hurting him because his guard is real good. And I think Ilia will win that one. I honestly think Ilia would win that fight.
Let me get your breakdown of that fight.
So there you have it. That's from Cory Sandhagen, who believes that Ilia Topuria would win that fight, and that further confirms what many people think is that Islam Makhachev doesn't want that smoke. He doesn't want this fight. I don't want to hear that he wants the 170 strap. He hasn't even cleaned out the 155 division. That's the issue that I have when it comes to this whole situation. I can't stand the fact that they're ready to jump and go give him a title shot because Shavkat Rakhmonov got hurt. I'm not understanding that. Like, so Shavkat Rakhmonov now is there's a potential fight now I'm seeing that's for Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Bilal Muhammad later this year. So all of a sudden now Shavkat's no longer the number one contender. Now you're gonna go give it to Islam Makhachev. Heck, I think would be some fucking karma if you decide to give Islam Makhachev a fight against Bilal Muhammad to earn being a number one contender. And that's part of the problem that the UFC has, in my opinion, is they just like to give away these title fights. They give them away. They're gifts. You no longer earn title fights in the UFC. You just get them given to you. How do you? And I'll stand on the same thing with Topuria. I don't know why he thinks he's entitled to a title fight at 55. He hasn't fought at 55. There's a bunch of stone cold savages at 55. Now I understand there's a lot of guys that don't want to fight him there either, besides Makhachev, unless it's for a strap. So I understand it because they have nothing to gain by fighting him and everything to lose, even though the reality from what I'm hearing is that most of these guys don't want that smoke from Topuria. Topuria is dangerous. He's dangerous, but it doesn't change my opinion. I think you have to earn that shit. And if none of the guys in the top 5 want to fight him, then give someone in the top 10 a shot at it. Let him fight someone from ranked 6 to 10. I just need to see the man have a fight at the weight division. And that's one of the things that just it drives me mad. Now, 45 to 55 is different than 55 to 70. You're talking about a 15-pound increase. There's a size difference here. I don't care how heavy or how big of a 55er Makhachev is. I care about the fact that he should be fighting at 55. He should still have to fight the likes of Justin Gaethje, who he has not fought. Yeah, I still want to see that, and I do think that I do want to see him fight Topuria, but he doesn't want that smoke, man. And I guarantee there are more fighters like Cory Sandhagen who believe that Topuria would win that fight if it ever happened against Islam Makhachev. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of what Cory Sandhagen had to say? Do you think Makhachev is running scared of Topuria? I understand when I use the term scared, I'm not using like he's afraid of him physically. I use it from the vantage point of he doesn't feel like he has anything to gain, and all he has is something to lose. Because if he wins, he's supposed to win, just like he was supposed to beat Volkanovski twice. But even though most of us thought, I'm not saying most, but many people thought he lost that first fight. But if he wins, he's supposed to win. Mind you, that the fact that he fought Volk the first time was his own fault. He wanted that fight. He should have wanted to fight against a guy at 55. Fight guys in your division. But that's the perspective I would take is that he had nothing to gain fighting Volk twice and everything to lose, and he did it. And now again, another guy at 45, you got nothing to gain and everything to lose. But at the same time, if you're so confident that you're gonna run him over, why won't you take that fight? Why not cash that easy paycheck? Because he damn well knows that ain't no easy paycheck. That's a fucking war. And that is a fight that he may not survive in terms of winning. So, and he knows it. So he'd rather go up to 170, take his shot there, see if he can get that job done. I think if he loses at 170, he goes back to 155 or he retires. That's my belief. If Makhachev goes to 170 and loses, I don't think he stays at 170. I think he either retires or he goes back to 55. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Appreciate y'all jumping on board. This is Combat Corner. Have a good one.
Up and down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. Up and down.